First off, I would like to say good morning, and today's video is what we're doing at the house, and that's prepping the high tunnel. I actually went out, and this is $120 worth of soil. Not this, but it was a little higher, but of course the kids got in and they love to play, so let them play for a little while. But I've actually been using this wheelbarrow to actually be quiet to actually don't get no splinters in your foot off that board, to actually fill up the high tunnel. Y'all remember we took all the soil out. It was about 1.5 inches, and we took that out, and that has caused us a lot of trouble, a lot of problems, but I think eventually it's going to be worth it. The reason why is because we get to bring in our own soil, as you can see, and we get to kind of play with that, making our own growing medium, so to speak. So what I've done is a lot of the things that I've been watching. Morning Gardener made it possible when he put out his video about the discounted fertilizer at Home Depot, and I actually got that. I mean, we got a ton of that stuff, and those were like $1.60, $1.80 a bag. So we got all-purpose, just regular plant food, but we also got bone meal and blood meal. So I'm not putting on the blood meal right now, but I have been putting on. This is just regular soil, doesn't have anything in it. They sold the one with 13, 13, 13. I didn't get that one. I told them I didn't want that. I wanted to be able to put my own. I actually got this from some kind of hardware store, and this was the soil, just regular soil, nothing added to it. So what you see on the top is bone meal and just the all-purpose fertilizer. I'm kind of mixing it in as I bring out the soil. What else are we doing? Oh yeah, I finally got my neighbor. He came over to help me out, and he bought all that dirt that I took out. Every time it rains, this place floods. So now what I'm doing is I'm gonna try to, and it only floods way back here to the back. Up here is high enough, and that's why I stopped all my rows right here, because as you can see, everything past here starts to flood. So what I've been doing is with the wheelbarrow, with the shovel, is bringing all that dirt in, and I'm gonna kind of try to make a dam inside the high tunnel. That way keep all the water out, and that way the flooding problem should be mitigated. We're supposed to be receiving 2 or 3 days of rain at 100%, so that's going to be a lot of rain. I like to try these things when the rain is coming. That way, as soon as I put it in, as soon as I try it, the rain comes, I see whether or not it works or not. Right now, we're going to transplant these today, these cauliflower, to the front. But right now, I want to tell you, I think the wood chips in the high tunnel may be one of the best things that we got going, because it's so easy. Let me see if I can find some weeds. Oh well, we got some up here. It's so easy to pull these weeds out of these wood chips. Now I did put I got soil. One thing I wouldn't do inside the high tunnel again is bring in manure, like cow manure or horse manure, and it's because of the seeds that are actually in it. That's the real reason. I would use rabbit manure, because most people here only feed their rabbits like pellet feed. Not many people, or like salad, things like that. So it's not. They don't really have the seeds in the rabbit manure, but most people with horses and cows, of course, they're out in the pasture and they're eating grass and things, and those seeds actually get into the manure, and you bring that manure in your high tunnel or in your raised bed, and you have to put up with those same problems that you don't want to put up with. So I think inside like a controlled environment, almost controlled environment, or semi-controlled environment like a high tunnel, I think that having just your rabbit manure or just your regular, I would call it granule fertilizers, the one that you know there's no seeds in them, and that way you'll get a better start off of growing, and you won't have to fight weeds every day. But so far, what we got, I'm talking fast because I'm trying to get over with the video. But so far, what we got is this part of the high tunnel is wood chips. The second part is going to be cardboard, and you can see all the cardboard. Once we cover it up, you probably won't see the cardboard anymore, but you can see that it's cardboard. Basically, this whole part, except for right here. This used to be a burn pile, and I have some glass and things like that, so I want to dig all that out before I actually finish off and put my rows in. But by March, you should see up to the end of the cardboard is gonna be rows, and we have 8 rows in this high tunnel, and it's 28 by 100. So up to here, I'm gonna use this black paper to kind of kill out the rest of the grass. I may till it, but I'm not sure right now, because I may do like one is like that part is tilled to see which one grows best. Just till the ground and fertilize right here. And then I'll have the middle part is the cardboard, see if that one does best. And then I'll have that part as the wood chips. And over the course of a few years, whichever one seems to do best, I may just convert the whole high tunnel into that. One thing I'm thinking about is maybe certain, I know like for like your leafy greens and things, that the wood chips is going to be best because you don't want grass growing up and then smothering everything out. But there may be some other things that it really doesn't matter whether or not grass kind of grows up on it a little bit. But for the most part, I want to try to keep as much grass as I can out of here up front. That's why I'm putting in so much time and so much effort to kind of eradicate the grass at the start of this thing, so that way the life of it, I can be actually growing things instead of breaking my back fighting the same weeds that I'm probably going to be fighting outside. As soon as we start to get more and more wood chips, then you'll see our front garden kind of get wood chipped down too. Because I'm all about fighting the weeds, or suppressing the weeds, not fighting the weeds, suppressing the weeds. That way the little ones that come up, I can kind of attack them on a day-to-day basis. So that's it for this video. Thank y'all for watching Louisiana Gardening Family. And we got a lot of dirt. Of course, the kids never want to help.